always ran where the sky turned strange, tracing lines no one else could name. Paper worlds spread across your room, maps and stars and a coming storm. You said there were places below the light, past the edge of the fields at night. I laughed like it was just a dream, till you disappeared beyond the seam. You left your words like sparks in the dark, a trail of signs, a half-drawn mark. Now every page is calling me to where you went so easily. Run through the door, don't look away. If you're still out there, I won't stay. The world is breaking under my feet, but I can still hear your heartbeat. Across the sky, below the deep, past every promise I couldn't keep. If you are lost where the spirits pour, I'll find you there. I'll run through the door. You wanted more than the world could give, more than a safe and ordinary life. I stayed behind where the roads were clear. You chased the places that disappear. Now all I have are the notes you wrote, half-burned maps in a winter coat, a quiet room and an open page, and your last line circling the edge. You called it wonder, not a fall, like there was something beneath it all. Now every sign points far from home, and I don't wanna go alone. Run through the door, don't look away. If you're still out there, I won't stay. The world is breaking under my feet, but I can still hear your heartbeat. Across the sky, below the deep, past every promise I couldn't keep. If you are lost where the spirits pour, I'll find you there. I'll run through the door. Maybe you crossed where I never could. Maybe you saw what no one should. Maybe the dark learned your name by now. Maybe it's waiting for me somehow. But if your light is fading thin, I'll tear the distance open again. No matter what waits past the shore, I'm not afraid of it anymore. Run through the door, don't let it close. Follow the line where the lost wind blows. The world is tearing, I feel it start, but I still carry your voice in my heart. Across the sky, below the deep, past every dream I was scared to keep. If you are gone where the old gods wait, I'll find you there, no matter the gate. Your maps, your stars, your open door. I'm coming now. I'm coming for you. You drew the stars across your room, on paper skies and shades of blue. You said the world was never whole, there's always more to break into. I stayed where daylight knew my name. You chased the edge beyond the frame, and every door you learned to make pulled you farther from the same. Now I hear your voice in the quiet, like a light I can't ignore. Every road I swore I'd never take leads me back to one more door. Between the doors, between the worlds, I still reach for you. Through all the dark, through all the blue, I'll find my way to you. If the sky breaks open wide and the lost come pouring through, I would cross the space between the worlds just to bring you home with me. Between the doors, between the worlds, I still run to you. Through all the rain, through all the blue, I still belong to you. If the tears begin to spread and the border won't hold true, I will cross the space between the worlds just to see your light come through. Between the doors, I hear you still. Between the doors, I always will. You were the spark above the water. I was the hush beneath the glass. You move like summer through the branches, too bright to ever really last. I learned the shape of staying still. You learned the language of the tide. And every time I turned to catch you, you were further to the side. Something in the wind kept calling. Something in the sky gave way. I was holding on to silence. You were already gone in waves. Where the light keeps going, I will follow. Even if the road unravels in my hands, if the night keeps opening, I won't turn back. Even if I lose the shape of where I stand. Some hearts are made for leaving, some for holding on. But I still hear you in the distance. Like a song, we were never built the same way. You were fire looking for air. I was tracing all the edges, trying to keep the world from tearing bare. But love is not a careful thing. It pulls like moonlight through the sea, and every line I swore would save me bends the moment. You gave your days to distance.